Hey, good evening, guys. Dexter and Tanya here.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
What's going on? It's been a
How's everybody
yeah,
doing?
yeah. It's how's everybody doing? It's been a while, right?
It
I think that's your
has.
that's
Is
your
that
you
me?
popping in now.
I'm dinging you.
Yep, that's it. Hey, so guys, we Tanya and I just wanted to come and say happy Friday evening, and we wanted to come to you to talk about the Upgrade Your Life Summit. Uh, just briefly, guys, I'm telling you. Well, let me tell you. Let me give you a little background. Tanya and I founded the Upgraders about 4 years ago because we recognized that there are people just like me and you, right? Just like us. There are people who they start living their lives, and then they get to a point where they focus on upgrading everything else outside of them, right?
Right?
Everything else outside of them, but they don't upgrade themselves. Right.
Themselves.
It's always, we talked about this. It's the phone, right? We upgrade our phones. We upgrade, we buy new computers. This is a Mac that we bought Tanya. When did you buy this computer?
A few
Like
months
5 months
ago.
ago?
Yeah, not too
Yeah,
long
bought
ago.
this. We got a new computer here.
I needed
People
it.
buy new cars. People buy, they update their houses. I mean, some people buy new houses. It's like, up, it's like upgrade is a buzzword now.
hmm
And Tanya and I, we started talking about the upgraders upgrading 4 years ago when it wasn't popular, because we didn't see it. It's everywhere now, and I took pictures of this,
Yeah.
and I mentioned it the other night. But even Spectrum has a channel that says upgrade now. When you watch
You could turn to a channel that you don't
commercials, yeah,
have.
yeah, when you watch
Yeah.
commercials, it says upgrade now. So the world is catching up to upgrading. So we decided it's time. It is time for us to hold our Upgrade Your Life Summit and let people know it's your time to upgrade. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. We're just excited. It's been a minute. Hadn't been here together. I think in the wow, have we?
Yeah, it's
Seemed
been a
like it anyway.
it's been a minute.
And we just kind of want to talk to you a little bit. I know that you've been seeing the banner, seeing the different things out there that we've been marketing. There are several ads going. I think the registration now is over 500 in just a matter of days, and for that we are truly grateful. We're looking forward to everything that's about to happen on next weekend at the Upgrade My Life Summit. And we wanted to come here just to talk to you briefly about it.
Yeah.
We wanted you to hear directly from us, even prior to, just to get an idea of what to expect, what to look for, because we want to see people's lives change. One of the things, Dexter, I think that we can always say that we've desired for people is to live your best life now.
Yeah.
And that, it requires change.
Hmm.
And that's, I think, a big part of it. If you talk about upgrading, that's typically what's happening. There's a change of some sort. And if you look at your life, what have you done? What are you willing to do? Are you up for the challenge of the change?
Yeah.
And that's something that I had to do personally. And so now, as we step out and as we are talking to more people and the collaborations are taking place, we wanted to come here and bring it to you on a platform, and we want you to know about it. So how many of you have seen the banner? How many of you have already registered? Let us know. Let us know. We want to know who's coming.
And see, here's the thing: it's
Who's
it's no
coming?
it's a no cost
No
summit,
cost.
and we are bringing some of the world's best thought leaders
Yes,
to
we
you.
are.
I don't know if you've seen the fire. We'll mention a few names while we're here, but it's going to be freaking incredible.
It
And see,
is.
here's the thing,
I'm
and
excited.
what we've been noticing is that guys, we can't get together. With the pandemic and everything, people can't get in the same room together. So
Yay,
Tanya and I
Maggie.
have been working with our team, and we're putting together this thing. And I'm telling you, from Friday to Sunday next week, it's going to blow your mind. You need
Hmm.
to get an empty tablet, get something that you can take a lot of notes. People say copious notes. Make sure you take a lot of notes,
Mm.
because each speaker is going to bring you a dynamic, and they're going to upgrade you in their area of expertise. Tanya and I, as the host, Tanya and I, as the founders of the Upgraders, it is your time. It is just absolutely, it is your time. And we are tired of seeing people live beneath where they supposed to be.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. It's just basically it.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. All right. So
Yeah.
you want to talk to them a little bit about some people?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up the flyer because we're
Okay.
gonna tell you a few of the people
Oh, that'd be great.
that
Do
we're
you
gonna
have it
have
over
here.
there? No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
So here's the thing, Tanya and I, this is who we are. We are the world's first challenge-based coaching and mastermind system. We're going to be offering that to people. And what does that mean? Coaching and mastermind, challenge-based. It's all about challenges. If it doesn't challenge you, if it doesn't change you, it doesn't challenge you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So we're going to challenge you to get to the next level. And we have been putting together some phenomenal challenges for those who want to upgrade their lives. If you want to think, if you're thinking here and you want to take your thought process up, we're going to take you to a challenge to get you there.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you concepts that you never even considered. We're going to have you thinking about, you'll be able to look at yourself and say, now I know what's been happening.
Yeah.
Now I know what's been happening.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
going to
gonna
tell
be
you,
amazing.
when you think about anything, a challenge is something, it's so simple oftentimes, but the challenge is really connecting with whatever is going on within. Because whatever the goals that you have for yourself in life, things that you actually desire. So think about that first. What are some of your desires? And when you begin to identify with that, begin to ask yourself questions. I'm going to ask you now, how are you going to manifest that in your life? What are some of the things that you would need to do that's going to help you to bring that to life,
Right.
Within your life? Well, with those things that you've identified, what are the next steps? What are the action plans for that? And see, this is where the challenges will come in at. And when you see this as such, where it's like I'm challenging myself to, I'm going to challenge myself for. When you begin to do that, it's going to be very different for you. It's going to feel different. It looks different in the mind. And so your response is going to be different. A lot of times we hear information and it's like, this is something I'm supposed to do, or this is something they're explaining to me or giving me this particular nugget. But again, when you understand these things as a challenge for you, challenging yourself and realizing that, man, I can do this. Now you're making a commitment with yourself. How many of you have heard and, oftentimes hear what people say, and especially let me ask you in this way.
Excuse me.
How many of you have worked with a group of people and it's your desire to help that group of people, it could be 1, 2 or more, do something in life, even down to your own children, right? And you have a desire for them to excel in whatever it may be. But how many of you have come to realize that you can't want it more than them?
That's good. You can't.
You can't want it more than them. And regardless of all that you do to encourage, inspire, and to motivate, it may hit for a moment, but it's not long lasting. But when you come to a place where it's innate and you're challenging yourself and it becomes personal for you, that's when you begin to really see, feel, and experience the upgrade.
Yes, absolutely.
The change. And I hope you're hearing me right now, because this is something that we would deal with, something that we would sometimes talk about. It's exhaustive. We talked about it being exhaustive when you're consistently, constantly trying to help somebody else see what they're not willing to see.
Right.
But like we're saying, but we're telling you, we're the world's first challenge-based masterminding system. And it's through that system that people are getting ready to experience a life change.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you,
and we're beginning with this summit.
Yeah, we've been excited about this because here's an example. We'll tell somebody on one of the things that we do is direct sales, and Tanya and I will recognize they need to go live more, so we'll challenge them to go live. I'll hit them up on the inbox. We'll hit them up on the inbox and say, "Hey, I need you to go live today," right? And you'll be amazed at the person's how then they start messaging us back. They say, "But I'm afraid." It's like, you can do it. I don't know what to say. Just talk about anything. What do you mean? And we have to coach them and challenge them to go live 1 day, go live 2 days, go live 3 days, 5 days. And after it's done, then they are able to measure from day one to day five. If it's a 5 day challenge, they're able to see, wow, I feel more confident now. And that's what this is all about. It's your time.
It is.
The world is moving on. The world is progressing. Have you noticed everything's speeding up? Everything is speeding up. And we recognize that the average person, which is us, average people who decided to take a challenge and step into the moment, we're able to measure our growth. And here's a barometer for you. Take a look at your social media page, right? Facebook. Take a look at your Facebook from pictures that are popping up last year at this time. Do you see growth in yourself? That's a question. Is there growth? Do you notice the growth? Where did the growth come from? Did it come from you just being laissez-faire? Or did somebody challenge you to do something? See, that's what this is all about. Being able to have benchmarks and measures about what it is that I need to do to get to the next level. It's amazing. So let me pull up this. We're just going to name a few names. As we say it, you guys have probably seen it, right? So here's the flyer, right? And we're gonna share this. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can take a look at it. Let me see if I can. Okay, that's the flyer, right? It's the Upgrade My Life Summit, guys. We have Dr. George Fraser. If you don't know who Dr. George Fraser is, Google him. Okay, let me turn this off. Google Dr. Fraser. We have. You want to name somebody else?
Yeah, well, do you want to talk to him a little bit about Dr.
Oh my God, listen.
Just to get an idea.
You're talking about
if you don't, and that's what sometimes I don't. And again, grab your free ticket. So this is what we want you to understand here is a lot of times people don't know what's before them. And we take some things for granted. So what we want you to know and to understand that, again, these are some powerful masterminds, some people who are high achievers in different areas of life, and they're willing to come here and to offer on this platform to all of us their knowledge, some tips, some nuggets, things for us to draw from to help fuel the very fire that we have within. So listen to just a little bit about Dr. George. And it's amazing. Dexter and I were on a call this morning. It was a business call. And while we were sitting there, just kind of debriefing on some things. And then the question was asked, well, talk to us about how things have been going. And then one of our business partners began to speak, and she was like, there's somebody I just saw. I hadn't seen him before, but he kind of crossed the path. And she was like, he was saying, and she called the first name, and Dexter unmuted himself and said, George Fraser. And she said, that's it. And she began to drop one nugget. And while we were sitting there, we were muted out, but Dexter was like kind of repeating some of the things before she even got it out, and he would like finish the sentence. And we were just like, I thought this is interesting because we've never heard anybody mention him before, but now look at this. And he's going to be right here with us on next weekend. And she was delighted to have experienced him on yesterday. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. So what you want to share a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just going to read this. Dr. George Fraser is the chairman and CEO of FraserNet Incorporated, a company he founded almost 30 years ago with the vision to lead a global networking movement. So Tanya and I have one of his books. I have an autographed book from him. We were able to hear him 2 years ago at a conference.
Was it 2 years? It might have been 2 years.
2 years ago, and then we were able to speak on a platform
in 19
that he was on also.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this gentleman dropped knowledge from several different industries, financial strategies, and knowledge that he's going to give you.
It's mesmerizing.
You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I never thought of that. I never saw it that way. How to go and get additional knowledge, right, and bring it to your knowledge base in order to help your class of people. I mean, it's amazing. It's really absolutely amazing. So, and that's what I'm saying. We're bringing this to you. It's important for us to upgrade. It's what we have been called to do. It's who we are. As the upgraders, we have a tagline that says, we may not know you,
But we know what's in.
but we know what's in you. And we formed that 4 years ago. That's why I'm saying the world is catching up now. Everybody upgrade, 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 upgrade. Yeah, we're going to bring it to you. And we're bringing it to you on a high level. Let's name just a few more people
So let me
that
tell
we
you.
have here. Oh, you want to
Yeah,
say
let me
something?
share. Let me share with you Shelly Willingham. She is such a dear friend of ours, a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Her resume, it is simply amazing. But this is something even to know. And I'll say this. Let me tell you what we asked everyone, just kind of give us some nuggets as to what you're going to be talking about. And so she wants to help us to upgrade the vision for our lives, identifying your core values, removing what is not serving you, and thinking bigger. Is that not powerful? Let's get the details. Right now, she's a frequent on air contributor to CNBC. So they have her.
Yeah.
That network has her there on a regular basis to just absorb her knowledge. But she's going to be here with us on next week. Don't miss this.
Don't miss it. I'm telling you, guys. So the link is there. UpgradeMyLifeSummit.com is on the screen. If you're not registered, go there, register.
Yeah.
Right? Just get it. Just be in the room, the virtual room. Listen,
Yes.
man, when people
Share.
bring you information that we've paid thousands of dollars to sit in the room with some of these people, and they agreed to be a part of the Upgrade My Life Summit because they like, I got to get my message out. And we hand selected everybody that's on this flyer, and they're bringing it to you. So let's bring up, look, Andy Enriquez. I've been following Andy for a long time. Andy is a trained speaker under Les Brown. I had the opportunity to study under Les Brown back in 2010, right? We've got Andy Enriquez, storytelling master, right? He teaches people how to tell their story and make money. And he's bringing that to you on next week. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Amazing.
The anticipation is growing. So as a matter of fact, Tanya and I should be getting messages right now. Some of you guys are watching. If you haven't went to upgrademylifesummit.com and registered, we should be getting pings from you in just a moment that you're registered.
Yeah,
We
tell your
want you to, yeah,
friends.
that's it. Tell your friends, tell
Share it.
everybody.
Please share
If
it.
you work, okay, if you work a full-time job and you notice that your coworkers, your friends that you work with, they need an upgrade in their mindset. Tanya and I are mindset development coaches. If they need an upgrade, I mean, it could be anything, but you recognize that they need an upgrade, you need to share this with them because they are going to hear something. If for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if there's one nugget that you walk away with in those 3 days, it's well worth it because you're sitting at home in the comforts of your own home and you're having experts in several different areas and markets coming to bring you information. Okay? It's amazing. So let's see. Who else, Tanya?
God, there's so many that we can talk about. It's like this is so difficult.
We got to talk about our baby. We got to bring
I was
up our
looking at,
baby.
I did look at her picture too, but I'm telling you, everybody is so amazing. I don't know if you are familiar, even with Pastor Carter. Okay, just
Yeah.
think about this. Okay, Pastor, the millionaire mom herself, Lanika Scott.
Yes.
Okay, how many of you hear from her? But come, the nuggets that will be released and dropped. My husband just mentioned our baby girl, Talia Brian, CEO of Fashion Prodigy. Everything that she's done. She said, you know what? I want to talk a little bit about just the journey that you have to take.
Yeah.
So you all just prepare to hear that. You know, she took off the things that she's done, her belief factor, the opposition. There's one thing that I say to her often. I say, your acceleration, I believe I see happening is because you passed the test. And see, she's a higher achiever, so she passed those tests fast. And I'm talking about the test of life. What do you deal with? What are you going through? What have your experiences been? How do you respond to them?
That's good. That's
Okay,
good,
so she's going to be here. How often have we really heard from her on this type of a platform? Get ready. And then today, even to say that We had the opportunity. We spending time with none other than Chrisette Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Everybody know who Chrisette Michelle is. She is amazing.
I'm gonna tell you
An
something.
amazing talent.
I said to her today, I said, people don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
She like,
All you know is this the singing.
we
right?
know her as the artist that she is.
That's what most people know her as.
But
the
that
artist.
inner core passion, this is what she is. This is what she wants. She loves people. Her desire, what it is that she's even created, starting today, she's on coaching calls, one coaching call after another, before she was able to join us right here for us to have a conversation too. Magnificent.
Yeah. You got buckle up, man.
Magnificent.
That's all we saying. You got to buckle up.
My gosh.
It's time. It's time.
I'm excited.
It's
I feel
time.
good.
Yeah.
Charles Johnson. I see him
My
up
man
here
Charles.
now too. Yeah.
See? Look, Charles, who's watching right now. Charles is going to talk to you about how to upgrade your faith. How to upgrade your faith.
Yeah.
So, Charles, go ahead and let the people know how excited you are, man. Listen, we've been working on this for a while.
We have.
Yeah, and we know that the list of speakers that we have been hand selected. There are a few other speakers that we're going to tap in the future, in the immediate future.
We still have.
They're
names
amazing.
down.
Yeah, we got a lot of names, but these people are hand selected to push our upgraders mission forward. So we're just bringing it to you guys. So listen, I'm gonna drop this quote on you. It's by Marianne Williamson. Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing.
It's my fave.
The reason that most people they may not want to upgrade themselves because they are afraid of failure. Okay, let me say that again.
That used to be me.
Most people they have a fear of upgrading themselves because they are afraid of failure. So they won't take that extra class. They won't get that certification. They won't go back to school. They won't do X, Y, Z because they are afraid of failure. But Marianne Williamson says our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that frightens us most. Now, we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? The world is not served by your playing small. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our fear, our very presence liberates others. Guys, our very presence should be liberating for you if you are afraid to step out. The leaders that we have speaking on next week, the thought leaders, they stepped out. Their very presence should liberate you to say, I'm ready for my upgrade. That's why you got to get registered. You got to do it. You got to do it.
And if I can, I'll close with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I hear this poem. It's one of my favorites. But as he's listening, I'm really tuning in. And Dexter, in the part in the poem where it says people won't benefit by us playing small, right?
There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you.
And then
Nothing.
and where do we give people permission? This right here. Listen to this.
Okay, let me go back. We give permission to what? Let me go back. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure.
Yes.
It is our light and not our darkness that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous,
so look at that.
talented?
Do you ever ask
who am I?
Who am I to be brilliant?
To be brilliant,
talented,
gorgeous,
talented,
fabulous. So who am I to be that way? That's the question. Who am I? Have you ever asked yourself that? There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you.
That's not a good thing.
It's not good
to feel insecure. So to have yourself in a position where it's like you're insecure so that other people can feel
That's
better around you.
Right.
You know what you have. You have a desire. There's something that you want to do. Now, we could be talking about friends. We could be talking about family. All right. We could be talking about people that you're friends with and following with on social media. But there's nothing good about you playing small in order to make them feel better. All right. Now it is.
We were all meant to shine as children do.
This was my
Now,
part.
okay, we were all meant to shine as children do. When you were a child, you shined. You didn't care what people thought of you. You didn't. We were all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. Let me stop right there. You see other people soaring, and you think
Come on,
it's something special that they have that you don't have. That is absolutely untrue. It's in you. We were all meant to shine, right? What do you think?
And the world isn't fair.
Yeah.
Are you playing small?
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Giving people
The world is We were all meant to shine as
Give me that
children do. I
last
thought
one.
you had some.
No, go
We were
ahead.
born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us; it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine,
Like right there.
as we let our light shine, as you let your light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same.
Now, stop right there for a second, because then that's a different even perspective. Because when we let our lights shine, I unconsciously allow others, give other people permission to do the same. And when you said it originally, and I'm listening this time, and I just wanted to come and just kind of close with this, because let me ask you something, and we probably have never even thought about it from this perspective ourselves, but hear me. Think about it for yourself, where you see other people operating with their light shining. How does that make you feel? What is it that happens on the inside within you?
Yes.
And see, and let's just be frank and real. There are times that other people's light are shining. That's why I would listen to this. The light is shining, right? And then there's a spirit of jealousy that could possibly come up for some, right? And then that's that opposition and pushing. But it's like, the point is saying what? That when you let your light shine, you unconsciously give others permission to do the same. That's really what's happening. Yeah. Even though there might be something that rises up within you, there may be something that in the past has come up where it's like, look at them, look at what they're doing. Everybody don't have this, but there's a lot of people who deal with this. And as a result, we take no action. Really what's happening is you're seeing what's happening in the life of somebody else, that you realize that this too can happen for me. You come to a place of really feeling on the inside that I can too, but then the voices come.
Yeah,
that fear comes. The
Yeah.
things begin to speak to you to make you question and to make you doubt. And now there's a battle. There's a battle for your destiny. There's a fight that you are in. And I just wanted to bring this point to you right now, that as you watch, as you see, as you hear, as you listen, as you see that post, as you follow people, as you watching something on TV, as you pick up a book, as you turn the pages in a magazine, as you're driving down the street, as you're listening to the radio, I don't care. There's so many things that happen and things that come. And when we hear them, when we get those things, it's something that stirs up. Now there's a question for you to ask. What is this?
Right. That's the question.
I'm feeling, what is this? What is this? What am I to do? How is this to benefit me? Because what's being released is letting you know that you too can have, can manifest, can create. See, the world isn't fair about us playing small.
It's
so
not,
there's a
it's
stirring that takes place. And I really wanted everybody to catch that. Because there's that thing that you're feeling is permission being given for you to now grab hold. We talk about grabbing your own bull by its horns and doing what's necessary for you. It's time for an an upgrade.
Absolutely.
It's time to be challenged.
And you know what I was thinking? That thing,
It's time.
that thing that's inside of you that
It's
you're
time.
trying to figure it out.
It's time.
It's leaping,
It's leaping.
but you don't know what it is. We're going to help you with that. That's the point. We're going to help you flesh that out, and we're going to pull it out of you, right? So the ending of that quote is as we are liberated, as we're liberated from our fear, our very presence liberates others.
Yes, yes.
So guys, we're done. We just wanted to say, listen, share this broadcast, share it on your page, invite people to register, because this is the event that you're looking for.
Yeah.
The world's first challenge-based coaching and masterminding system.
At the top of the year.
The top of the year.
So
The
we're
perfect
at the top
month.
of 2021.
The perfect month to
at the
go
top.
ahead and begin to set the strategies.
That's right.
We're going to help you do that.
That's right.
Right? We're going to do it.
That's right.
So guys, go ahead and get registered, man. And we're just excited. So we're deep in planning and preparation. We're deep in helping our teams in our other business. We're deep in growing us, helping others grow. That's what we're challenged to do. So I think that's it, Tanya.
I do
We're
too.
good.
I think so. Thank you for spending a little bit of time.
Yeah,
with
appreciate
us.
it, guys.
For those of you who came in on the replay, thank you. We'll appreciate it. Share, and get the flyer, tag your people, your friends, and make sure you get registered, okay? And we're going to see you on next week. We'll be back some.
Yeah, we are. But one thing that just popped in my head. Some of you guys may have been on your job 15, 20 years. You might be getting close to retirement. But you know that there's something else. The job that you're doing.
I hear that a lot, too.
We hear it a lot. The job that you're doing is not calming that fire inside of you, because it's something that you need to do, right? You're trying to figure it out. You're coming up on retirement. You might even just started your job, and you're like, this is paying my bills, but it's something else.
Yeah.
We're going to help you identify the something else.
Yeah.
Right?
This
So
is good.
just get ready. All right. So we appreciate you guys. So listen, Dexter and Tanya Scott, we're the upgraders. We may not know you.
But we know what's in you.
Stay tuned. Make sure you get logged. Make sure you go to the link and get registered. You don't want to miss the lineup of speakers. As a matter of fact, right after we end this in just a second, I'm going to put the flyer in the thread so you guys can take a look at our speakers. All right. Or go to our pages. You'll see it. All right. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a phenomenal weekend and stay safe. Okay?
Good night, everybody.
All right.